Hello everyone, Rex here. Welcome back to another Star Wars video. In this video, guys, I'm going to be going over Star Wars Rebels Season 4. Who is going to survive and who is going to die. Now, what I'm going to go over, I'm only going over some of the main characters and some of the secondary characters. Main characters like Hera, and then secondary characters being like AP5 and Governor Price. So let's go ahead and start with the 4 characters we already know that are confirmed to be living after the events of Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels. The first character is Hera. She lives. Something that I think is going to happen to Hera in Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels is going to be, she may be demoted based off the events that happened towards the end of Season 3. I also believe that then towards the end of Season 4 she will be promoted to rank of General, and that's the reason why in Rogue One we see General Syndulla being called over the loudspeaker of the base. I also believe that she does kill Thrawn in Season 4. I don't want to believe that, but I think it's going to happen. The next character we know is going to live, confirmed already, is Chopper. He's seen in Rogue One in the, I want to say, the war room or the meeting room of the base. I think something's going to happen to Chopper. He will be captured by the Empire. I think he will be deactivated for a certain amount of time during Season 4 by the Rebellion. And I think he's going to go on a mission to where he's going to be carrying precious information that cannot fall into Imperial hands, but the mission requires him to sneak through an Imperial highway or base or something along those lines. Something that would be pretty cool. Now, Captain Rex, we know, lives because of the fact it was confirmed at Star Wars Celebration that Captain Rex is that rebel soldier in Episode 6 of Return of the Jedi. But that does not mean Rex will not go through some hard times during Season 4. I think you're going to be making this character go through a lot of stuff. I think he's almost going to die, and I think that's going to happen probably before Lothal, the Siege of Lothal, and maybe even during. I think he's going to be having an unwelcome family reunion. And what I mean by that is because I believe it was confirmed that Wolf and Gregor will be returning, but does that mean other clones will be returning? And could there be some clones picked out by Grand Admiral Thrawn to hunt down Captain Rex? And if you don't know what I'm saying is, I believe Commander Cody will be making a return, maybe with Bly and Bakara, to find the rebel crew and maybe talk some sense into Rex about how the Empire is who we fought for, and that is who we fight for. Although we are retired, they will offer us a great ransom to turn the rebels in. I also think Rex will get told the truth about Anakin. At this point in time, I do not believe Rex knows that Anakin is Darth Vader or became Darth Vader. I think, in all honesty, that someone's going to let Rex know, hey, Vader was General Skywalker. And I think we're going to be seeing some emotional and mental, maybe physical conflicts with Rex in Season 4. Saw Gerrera is the next character and the final character we know that lives past this, and that's because he was also in Rogue One. Something that I think that's going to happen in Season 4, though, is of course we're going to get closer to the secrets of the Death Star. That's a given. I think he may almost be in a life-threatening situation. He might almost die, but we know he doesn't. And I think he may actually kill or badly injure one of the rebels. I'm not saying the Ghost crew, maybe he could be a minor character, maybe he'll rip off AP5's head, who knows. Let's move on to some characters that we don't know, and that's Ezra. And in my opinion, I don't know if Ezra's going to live or die. I kind of want this character to die because I never really liked Ezra. That's my own opinion that's being biased. Something that I think is going to happen to Ezra is he will turn dark. I'm not saying go to the dark side, but he may do some things that the Jedi is not supposed to do. I think he's also going to try to confess his feelings to Sabine and try to talk to her. I don't think that's going to end well because I think Sabine has no feelings like that at all towards him. And I think he's actually going to try to attack Thrawn, but his blade is going to be met with someone else's. Does that mean Kanan? Does that mean Sabine's Darksaber? Does it mean something else? I don't know. Let's move on to Sabine, and I think Sabine is definitely going to live past Season 4 of Star Wars Rebels. I think some things that are going to happen is she's actually not going to have a true role in the series, though, until the fall. I think she's going to be like the beginning of the season, but not really have any communication from her or about her until towards the end of the season. I think during her Mandalore stuff, she's not going to take the name of Mandalore. I think that's going to be Bo-Katan. I mean, she is the sister of Duchess Satine, and she was one of the prime officers of Queen Vizsla. So I mean, it would make sense if Bo-Katan took the name of Mandalore. And I also think she's going to confess how she does not really have much feelings for Ezra as more than a friend, and that might even drive Ezra Stark to come out more. Kanan Jarrus is a Jedi Knight at this point, and we know that. And I think I'm most positive Kanan is going to die by Thrawn's hand. I think Thrawn is going to kill Kanan during the scenes of the fall, maybe even before. But something I think is going to happen during the season is they're trying to seek the Bendu for forgiveness, because he did kind of tick Bendu off during the last season. I think the Bendu is going to tell Kanan that the fight was never his. Like as Bendu, the fight was never Bendu's to fight. And I think Bendu is also going to tell Kanan that his time of the fight is no longer either, that his death will be coming. But Bendu will share information to Kanan about how Kanan can still interact with his friends to guide them past death. And I think Kanan will be met with an adversary that will teach him this. And that person, no better, would be probably the person who blinded him. What if we saw Maul's ghost? And like a different Maul, and he takes Kanan to the place to where Kanan can talk to the Will of Powers and go through his trials. And maybe Kanan will even speak to Yoda almost face to face. I think that's something that Kanan's always wanted to do since the fall of the Jedi, is to finally talk to Yoda again. Next character is going to be Zeb. I think Zeb dies in Star Wars Season 4. I love the character Zeb. He has an awesome attitude, he's just awesome. But I don't see the character really progressing much anymore. And I think he's actually going to sacrifice himself to save the rebels, or even the Wookiees. Maybe Chewbacca? Can we see Chewbacca again? Would not be the first time, because we saw Chewbacca before in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and plus he's also Revenge of the Sith. So Chewbacca knows a great knowledge of what happens during the Clone Wars, and also during this time. He would still be with his people and not Han Solo. I think something else that's going to happen is he's going to train Kallus in the true assault ways to use Kallus's weapon. And it'll be around that time is when Zeb may even die a couple episodes after that. I think he's going to die before the siege on the fall. Next character is Kallus. Yet another death. I think Kallus is going to die because of his own ignorance, and I think he might actually be killed by Yularen. Yularen trusted Kallus. He found Kallus as this awesome student in the academy, And that's why I believe that Yularen should be the one to end the story of the character Callus. Next character is a very minor character, AP5. I'm going to say AP5 lives, and I don't think anything's going to happen much with AP5 except for some complaining. Now, Thrawn. Thrawn definitely dies in Season 4. I don't want to see that happen, and I'm probably not going to have the book Thrawn read by the time Season 4 is released. If book Thrawn is released, I don't know if it's released already. How many Kingdom of Star Wars books? I think Thrawn is going to be killed by the hands of Hera after Thrawn takes the life of Kanan. I think during Season 4, Thrawn is actually going to mention some references about the Death Star and even the base on Scarif. So he may even mention Krennic's name, Death Troopers, all that kind of stuff. And then, lastly, I think before Thrawn's final breath, he warns the rebels of something before he takes his final breath. You know, there's someone you rebels do not understand. They will find you. They will kill you. You have to be able to destroy the station to win. I think he's talking about the Emperor. The Emperor is a very powerful person, and Thrawn and Vader are one of the only two people in the Empire who are against the Death Star. Governor Price is a minor character. I think she's going to die big time, and I think she's actually going to die trying to save Thrawn, and Thrawn may shoot her anyways for getting in the way. I mean, Thrawn is a strategist. He's going to do everything he can to make the victory efficient and strategically correct. Governor Price is not strategically correct, just shoot her. This is a big one, and this is Ahsoka. I don't know. I have for as unconfirmed if she's going to live or die, if she's even going to come back. If she comes back, I want her to be the wolf. If she comes back, I want her to be like, I am the new Mortis daughter. That is the why I have this beast inside of me, which is the wolf. It is her force beast. The daughter had two force beasts. The owl, which I don't remember the name of, and the griffin, which is actually known as the griffin in Star Wars and Clone Wars. The Mortis son had a force beast. It was that bat-like creature. The Mortis father had a force beast, but we only saw the wings of it. So I don't know. If she comes back, I don't think she's going to be coming back wielding a lightsaber, wielding any weapon but the Force. Now this character I threw in because I like this character. I'm going to really appreciate this character. And this is Hondo. Hondo, I think, is going to live. And he's going to have another episode devoted to him. He's going to do this other scheme. And then afterwards, he's not going to see the Rebels again. We probably won't see him again. Maybe except for a reference, or maybe actually see him in episode 8. Or the Han Solo film, or anything along those lines. Maybe a new animated series. He might have bigger parts in it. I don't know, but those are all the characters I'm going over. There's other characters, like, what about the name of Fulcrum? Could Fulcrum return, like the name of Fulcrum as a codename return for future stuff? Maybe, but that's another video. That's what I have for you guys right now. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. Make sure to check the description to see additional information and some questions for you guys to answer. Please use the comments down below to really show your guys' opinion about this, and please let me know. Again, hit that subscribe button, it really helps me out. And lastly, be looking for other Star Wars videos, since I'm going to be talking about characters that I think should have had a part or reference in Star Wars Rebels to really bring them back into canon and just to show their worth. Alright guys, other than that, have a God bless day, and Rex out.